You guys must starve yourself for a month before the show starts.
Hey, guy, how you doing? How you doing? Wonderful.
Yeah.
You're cooking already. The show hasn't even started.
It's a big show. We got a lot to do.
Well, I guess we must have because, I don't believe I've ever seen you. That spoon's going to get very hot sitting in there.
No, it isn't.
I don't believe I've ever seen you start cooking before we start the show.
Well, they let me loose.
Why is that?
The grocery store said have it. I got it here.
Smells great already.
Yeah, Javanese shrimp.
Yeah, they are short people. I understand that.
Mixed with the Russian Stroganoff.
Boy, there's a combination.
Covered with a little bit of whitefish tail.
Whose recipe is this?
Hey, this is going to take a half hour, so we got to get moving here. You got your apron?
Well, sure, I have somewhere, but I have a piece of. I want to make one thing perfectly clear.
I can give you this one, but I don't think you'd wear it.
What is that? I may be an oldie, but I'm a goodie.
Okay.
How amusing.
I know.
Yeah, well, 2 parts of that are wrong. Anyway, I want you to remember.
Yes.
That's not a real sink. Don't put water in there.
I already did.
I know you did, and that's why I told you to. Okay, well, while we get ready, we'll do. What are we doing here?
Javanese shrimp.
Right.
With a beef stroganoff.
And?
From Russia. The stroganoff.
Yeah. And
a little bit of whitefish on top of it.
A little bit of whitefish on top.
This is a full meal, of course.
For an army. Back in a minute. Ready to get going. Hang right there.
Don't go away. This is called a long flat red.
I went out with her, I believe.
Food Fairs, 2 grumpy guys in the kitchen. Brought to you by Food Fair. Expect the best from Food Fair.
Okay, are you ready for all this stuff?
What?
Yeah.
I was nodding off there.
I'm going to get you to start over there.
Over here.
You're from Java and I'm from Russia.
Okay.
So you're the Java side, I'm the Russian side.
I know a joke about what are we doing? Beef stroganoff, right?
Yeah.
So that's the beef, right?
Yes.
What kind of beef did you put in there?
This is a stir fry. It's a sirloin, cut very small because it makes it quite quick.
Okay, like a sirloin steak?
Yep.
Okay. So see this,
Well, there goes the kitchen.
Well, while you fix that, I'll go blunder around over here. What do you want me to do over here?
What were you going to tell me?
Hey? Yeah. See, the stroganoffs, I did a little research when you told me it was going to be a brief. That's what I was thinking of just then, while you were knocking over the knives. Anyway, the Stroganoff family is very famous in Russia since about the 15th century, and they got to be very powerful in the army.
Yeah.
Many of them were generals.
Okay.
And one of the generals, General Stroganoff, came home early one time to find his wife involved with an American sailor. This was in the Second World War. And he says to the guy, "What you do here? I, Stroganoff, strongest man in Russian army." And the American sailor said, "I'm taking off, fastest runner in the American Navy."
Humor like that.
I knew you'd love it. I knew you'd love it.
Okay, let's get started.
I'm taking off the fastest. Do you get it? Yeah.
Get over there to Java where you belong. Okay, this is a stir fry that we're doing slowly here.
Gosh, I have a good time.
I've pre-done some, as you might have noticed.
Yeah.
Because
Holy
enough to feed an army.
Yeah.
Okay.
Feeding the Russian army?
In the meantime, we've got to get the sauce cut. You cut the green peppers, okay? Get the bacon in there. Cut the green peppers. Put the onions in there.
Sure, yeah, okay.
For the recipe, you're really going to have to follow along here.
Put in the bacon?
Get the bacon. See, the pan, this is a cast iron pan, so it'll sizzle when it gets in there. Put it in.
Great.
Here, I would suggest you do that. Don't drop the bowl.
You were right. It sizzles.
Yeah, I'll turn it down a little bit.
I love Paris in the springtime.
Okay. I've been to Paris.
I love Paris. I've been to Paris.
Yeah.
I love Paris in the fall.
2 guys coming at once. This is great. Okay, let's get the sauce going first of all.
Summer,
sour cream.
Sizzles. What am I doing next here? 2 green peppers.
You're going to smoke the studio out.
Well, turn off the heat then.
I did.
Oh, okay.
Okay, a little bit of sour cream
What am I
in
making,
here.
by the way?
About 1 tablespoon of that, 2 tablespoons of that. You're making Javanese shrimp.
Oh. Well, why did we have bacon in there? Why haven't I got shrimp in there?
Well, you'll get to that later.
I was reading up about Java.
I got the sour cream going in. A little bit of buttermilk.
Java?
About a cup.
Do you want these coarsely cut or regularly cut?
That's
fine.
This
is good.
Hey, you're doing great.
I know.
Okay,
so anyway, I was reading about Java, see?
Java?
That's one of the lesser islands of the greater Indonesian archipelago.
Okay.
And it has a lot of great agriculture, but they don't raise coffee there. So you can't get Java in Java. You can get Javanese, but you can't get Java. I thought that was rather amusing, but obviously I was wrong.
That was good.
Is this enough green pepper?
Keep going. You got all that green pepper to get in there.
You want all of that in there?
You're going to have to hurry. I have no time to waste with you.
I'm a union guy, okay? And I'm working to rule. Here. You know what's funny about unions? One guy's on strike. Another fella says to him, "What are you on strike for?" He says, "Shorter hours." Guy says, "What, 60 minutes too long?" I think he was Javanese. Did I tell you can't get coffee in Java? Well, you can get it, but it's not their own.
Okay, got tomato paste in there.
What are you making? Oh, sour cream.
You've got my paprika over there. Pardon my front, pardon my back.
Your paprika?
You can stab me.
Your paprika?
Oh, well, okay.
So I know this joke about this Hungarian general.
Yeah, okay. So I need 2 tablespoons of paprika here.
You were terrified, weren't you?
Yes.
Okay, I got all that in there.
Okay. So I got to put.
Shouldn't I have a better spoon than this to stir fry with?
Okay. There we go. That's the paprika in there. And you'll notice it's Pride of Szeged, Hungarian.
Szeged.
Yeah. Get that going there.
Whenever you see an SZ, then you know it's a Hungarian name.
Onions.
Whenever you see a WY, that's a Polish name.
Onions.
Whenever you see a PERCY, that's me. Onions?
Yep. Toss them in there.
Oh,
Keep them stirred.
you've already chopped this stuff up, eh?
Well, yeah.
How'd it go?
I thought I'd help you.
I'm doing Javanese shrimp. Do these dishes go together? I don't think
yes,
they do.
do. You'll find out at the end.
Beef stroganoff with Javanese shrimp and whitefish over the top.
Yes, it's a wonderful dish.
Okay, bay leaf.
This
I
is
got to put in a
created by
bay leaf.
A General Dorn created this stuff.
I got who?
He got my salt. Half salt.
I broke. What are you putting in there?
Yeah, just stick it in there. A little of salt. Half salt.
Half salt.
Yeah, I'm trying to take it easy on the
What's
old
the other
heart.
half?
Sodium something or other.
So in other words, you don't want salt in your body. You're putting a chemical in there instead.
I mean, the rest
Makes
of the
sense to me.
Okay.
Half salt and half chemical.
I got the salt. I got the pepper in there.
Okay.
Just enough there to give it a little
Boy,
spritzel.
you're really doing something.
Hey, we're going along here. This is the
I'm reading your instructions here.
Yeah.
Butter. You want this whole thing of butter in there?
that's quarter pound. Yep.
How did I know if it's a quarter pound? Sure. Looks like a quarter pound. Can I give you some more advice on your butter?
Yeah.
Take the silver paper off it before you throw it in there. Gets in your teeth, it's murder.
You're not supposed to point things like that out.
Yes, I am.
I'm going to put in some consomme now.
You're making a stroganoff, and I'm just kidding around here.
Yes, you are.
Bacon and butter. This is low-cal. Are we having fun?
That's coming along really nice now.
Okay.
Let's pump her up here.
You got some jalapenos?
See if I can get that really on the boil now.
All right.
Has jalapenos, yes. Actually, those are, you can buy them nice little cans. They're called chilies.
Okay. They're called chilies. Stick it in there?
Yeah, shoot it in
Hey,
there.
aren't we doing great? Where are you? We'll be back in a couple of minutes to keep on rolling here.
Yep, we're getting there.
What a time.
Lee's Leftovers are brought to you by the Bay Downtown. You're watching Food Fair's Two Grumpy Guys in the Kitchen. Brought to you in part by Food Fair. Expect the best from Food Fair.
Doing a couple of dishes today. Lee's working on a beef stroganoff, and I'm doing a Javanese shrimp, and then we're going to cover that with whitefish. This is our...
Go ahead.
Thank you. This is our
Good night,
cookbook,
buddy.
Cooking for the Heart, put together with Tammy Hancock, who's a nutritionist, and there are great recipes with low-cal and all like that. It is what it is. A very good cookbook for those of you worried about heart conditions and such, or even if you're not. And soon to be available on the web. So log on to, what is it? /Gamecoach cut
www.gamecoach.com/2grumpyguys.
I don't know
All
why
a
I
small
can't
case.
remember that.
You're
Okay, I'm going along here with, I'm
Okay.
doing this Javanese shrimp stuff.
Let's set the scene for this segment.
Okay.
You're going to continue on with the spices.
I am.
Get
I
down
put
to
in
the
some
wines.
jalapenos.
You'll notice I gave them just a little little bit of cognac.
I better check that and make sure it's real.
Don't drink it.
No, most certainly
I
not.
need all I've got. I've got the sauce cooking now for the stroganoff.
Yeah, you're doing
And I've got the mushrooms going now.
Yes, you do.
And a little bit of butter, and I've got the brown stuff at the bottom of the pan for the sticky bits.
The brown stuff at the bottom of the pan.
It's for
Can't
the
cook
sticky
without
bits.
that. I'm putting in a tablespoon of peppercorns. Da-da-da-da.
And we chop our onions.
Oh.
If in the spring or well, actually the summer, when you get pearl onions, and there's a lot of them around, I would suggest using the pearl onions. Makes it look a better presentation. But for those of us who are at home watching the old show, I'm trying to make it as simple as possible.
Look how fast you're working, and I'm trying to open the peppercorn. Layer after layer. I've taken off 3 layers of peppercorn covering. There we go.
All right.
Hey, pearl onions, are they from Minnie? Or Maxie? I don't know. Okay, a whole bunch of
Maxie
peppercorns.
onions.
I don't need to measure that. I can just heave them in there, right?
I'm going to let that, the sauce has to reduce by at least down to half of what you had when you, so
Yeah.
that thickens it up naturally
putting in a
because of
little
the
salt.
buttermilk and because of the sour cream.
Salt.
And the Hungarian paprika has to kind of meld in with that. We got the mushrooms down. I've got the beef already done, as you'll notice. It's all stir-fried.
Cinnamon.
If you want thicker hunks of beef, go for it, but you're going to have to take a little longer to cook it. Okay, now we got the lean, green, fat, the lean, mean, whatever it is, machine.
Celery salt.
What I'm going to do, this is a handy-dandy fish cooker.
That sounds like a diner.
Yeah, number 4, number 6.
Adam and Eve, hold of Eve.
Okay.
Whatever.
What I have to do here,
Sage.
put a little bit of butter in there.
Got any brush?
So
Hey, if you...
just be careful
you
how much
put
you
this
put in
in
there.
your-
That's heavy duty. Make sure you're on the money with that. Because
Oh, yeah,
sage
sure.
is so dominant, it'll ruin everything. If you
Will
don't.
it? Oh, we can't
No,
have
we
that.
can't have that
Says
ruined.
Half a teaspoon.
Boy, did you put peppercorns in there?
Well, yeah.
Pink ones, white ones, blue ones.
Whee! Oh, now we're having fun.
You're too old to ride the range anymore. Sage
You know the
brush.
old song, Turn Off the Pilot Light, Mother, I'm riding the range tonight?
Okay, we got these wonderful little whitefish. Whitefish,
Okay.
prominent part of our province here in Manitoba.
Dry mustard.
And I'm doing little strips. I've taken the bones right out of them and put them in this wonderful cooker. You know why I'm doing this? So I can put it on here and just totally ignore it.
What?
There's nothing worse than having to fry fish.
I
and
put in
watch
a
it,
little
'cause this thing
extra
does
dry
so
mustard.
well. And as you see, I put a little saucer under there so I can drain it. No spice on this. 'Cause
Sugar!
We got enough spice what Don's putting in there as it is.
What are you putting the sugar in this thing for? Although I put sugar in my
Don't
spaghetti.
put too much in now.
Boy, it's everything with
Hey,
you is
you
not
bet.
enough or too much. eh?
Well-
You don't trust my eye. I got a keen eye and a steady hand. Ginger.
Ginger.
There's a story for you.
No, I don't want to hear it.
Okay. There was this Russian
See,
general.
I go golfing with you a lot, so I know your stories before you're going to go on. To
Half a teaspoon
Okay, now
of
those
ground
mushrooms, if you overcook mushrooms, they get all the water and moisture come out in the pan, and it really looks sloppy. That's terrible.
That's terrible.
Okay, we're going to heat this up now. Let's put the. The
I have
beef
to
in
put
here.
some red
With
wine
the-
in
with
here.
the shrooms.
I better check to make sure this is real good red wine.
That's
How am
it.
I doing, by the way, with this Javanese shrimp dish?
You're doing pretty
Is
good.
this a cup,
You're doing pretty good.
you think? Yeah, it looks like a cup.
Yeah, give it another one.
Okay.
2 of those.
Oh, you can't. Sure, yeah, you don't care how much red wine I put
No, we
in
need
here.
the liquid.
Eh?
I need the liquid.
Ginger and sage are yelling at me all the time, but why? No, put in more.
Okay.
You know how to cook. Probably you should
Okay.
turn up the heat on this thing,
Let's
right?
mix this up now. This is coming really well.
Okay.
Okay. I
Hey,
think we're
are we
finished
doing
this.
great or are we doing great?
Hey, we're having fun. From
Okay.
Java and Russia to you with love.
And we can make a movie out of
Yeah.
that. We'll be back in a couple of seconds to finish this off, and then we'll finish you off.
Lee's Leftovers are brought to you by the Bay Downtown. You're watching Food Fair's Two Grumpy Guys in the Kitchen, brought to you in part by Food Fair. Expect the best from Food Fair.
That's the worst joke I ever heard.
We
Well,
told
no,
us.
you've told me worse. Well, here's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Beef stroganoff
All right.
from Russia with love.
Mushrooms, stir-fried beef, with
Sirloin.
with some of our sirloin, with some of our spices. As you can see, the sauce has now been reduced, and it is exactly where you want it, the thickness of the creams. And I've got this wonderful fish that I have now done in the little machine that we've got here.
The little machine.
The little machine. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I missed. It's all right. It's all right.
Hey, I've almost done your Javanese shrimp
Okay.
sauce here.
Let's go over and help you out.
Oh, no. Sure, when I get to the brandy or cognac.
Just pour it in there.
Eh?
All of it.
Oh.
Do not let it. No.
Just one little.
Hey, that gets on the flamer. That hairy.
Okay, there's your brandy.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah. Okay, now I need some lemon zest.
Brandy, she's a fine girl.
And the zest, of course, has been all the white pith is out of there. And,
Of course it is.
And the lime too. Okay, now
That cognac has got a little bit of a kick.
we got to put lemons in here.
Lemon juice
I've taken-
and orange peel.
Yeah, I've taken the stones out.
I did a lemon peel, didn't I?
And orange. I need orange.
You need
So
an orange?
Cut up a couple more while I do the
There's only
squeeze.
one. I can't cut up a couple more. I only got one more.
That's it.
Oh, okay. You want them just in
These
there?
are seedless oranges.
They are, huh?
Yes.
Isn't that fascinating? I wonder how they, if they're seedless, how do they grow new ones? I've always wondered about that. Well, I haven't always wondered it,
But you ever see
but I'm
those
wondering it now.
little guys in the?
I wonder who's kissing her now. I wonder who's teaching her how.
Hey,
I wonder if she ever tells him of me. I wonder who's kissing her now. That's a song.
see like
Oh, Lee is so sad.
no comment. There we go.
I made myself laugh.
Yeah, I dropped a pit in there.
Well, that's not my fault. I thought they were seedless.
You're going to tell me that this is the pits, this stuff.
The lemons aren't seedless, obviously.
Okay, here we go.
I could have done that.
Well, I helped you out.
Eh?
I
Yes, you
helped.
did.
Stir it.
Okay, so these Javanese shrimp.
Okay.
I guess it'd be an idea to
Okay.
put some shrimp in there, don't you
Open
think?
the shrimp and
Open the shrimp.
let her loose.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm opening the shrimp.
Okay.
Just dump her in?
Yeah,
These are just, there's brine in there.
that's all right.
That's okay?
It'll give it a briny flavor. Or the brain.
Aye, lady.
Jesus.
Boy, you can't stand anybody doing anything in your kitchen, can you?
Well,
I don't know why you give me something to do, because you want to do it yourself.
Okay.
If you're not in charge, boy, there's no room for anybody, right?
Oh, unless you want to read the national news. Okay. See, now that's opaque. We
No, no, it's shrimp.
I know, but we don't need to cook it too much now because just warm it up
Okay. With the
Yeah.
Javanese sauce.
with the Japanese. See that cast iron frying pan, and then fish out that orange peel before you serve it.
Okay.
Okay, there it is. That's from Java. You
That-
got the wine in there. You get some wine to drink with it.
Yep.
A little white wine, I think.
All right, what are we showing here? A,
Lindemans.
Lindemann, oh yeah, this
That's
Australian.
from Bin 77.
Boop, boop. How did we do that? Which is the Bin 77. Okay. You had to give him the number, did you?
No.
That's from Australia, which is
Okay.
very near Java. You can get coffee in Australia,
turn
but
that
you
off.
can't get Java in Java.
Sauce is ready.
Yeah.
The fish is ready.
Okay.
There it is there, looking pretty as
And
you
you're going to
please.
combine all of this at one.
You get some rice on the side, or you can put it on the base if you like, or
Yes.
do it all nice and around.
Indonesian style.
Stroganoff goes on first.
Goes on what first? Goes on the platter?
Yeah, I'm going to put a little. See, what we do is we're going to mix that up a little bit with the
Okay,
sauce.
the sauce.
But I want to decorate it up for the last shot.
All righty.
And then you put that right on top.
Put what on
The
top?
Javanese shrimp.
Oh, you put what on top? Put the Javanese shrimp on top
On
of the
top of the
stroganoff.
stroganoff.
Okay, and then put the fish
And
on
then
top
put
of
the
that.
fish around the end to make it
Okay.
a really nice decorative
Would it
plate.
ruin it if you did the fish first and then this and then that?
'cause then it'd be
that would ruin it.
It'd be a mess.
You have to get the order of it right.
This fellow, General Dorn, who created this dish, he went to Java from Russia.
Did he?
Like stroganoff.
Yeah.
But he wanted to get the fruit of the sea in there. So he put them together. I got the recipe. Maybe the only one to ever get this recipe. I
fruit of
might
the
add.
sea.
But,
Fruit de la mer.
And it's a
so
lot
to
of fun.
speak. Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
a full meal.
It
and
is.
I think you'll enjoy it very much.
Honest to gosh, especially if you drink the cognac instead of sticking it in this dish.
Do you smell the flavors on that?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I can.
Martha.
You've done a heck of a job, Martha.
Wow. Matilda.
Okay. Do you remember? You're making me laugh. Do you remember what order they're supposed to go in?
Yeah, a little parsley.
The beef stroganoff first.
Stroganoff.
Yeah. Then the Javanese
Javanese shrimp.
And then
The
white-
sauce goes on that.
Okay.
Then you got the white fish
Whitefish.
around the end.
And if you really want to have fun, a
little
little
parsley.
whipped cream and a maraschino cherry. And we'll be back to do that in just a couple of moments.
And then
so
you eat it.
come on back. And I'll tell you that.
Lee's Leftovers are brought to you by the Bay Downtown.
The denouement, so to speak. Okay, how do we do it? We're layering these three dishes.
Yes, we're going to, and we won't put it all on there, of course.
No, but there's your beef stroganoff.
Again, you can certainly, the rice either along the edge if you want,
Okay.
or a separate bowl would be very nice.
Yeah.
Something to mop up the juice, you know? So,
We need something to mop up this floor after you finish cooking.
hey,
Oh, you dropped the mushroom there. Can I have it?
I'm a neat cook.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, the
Yeah.
sauce.
The sauce. And we
Recipe's coming up in a sec, so hang
just
in.
put that. That's what makes it the stroganoff. The sour cream, the Hungarian paprika. Oops,
Yep.
a little sloppy there.
Yeah, oh,
Okay.
you can clean that. Now, careful, that's hot.
Yes.
Here it is, here.
Cast iron maintains its heat for a while. And with a glove.
Then go over. And now the Javanese shrimp, direct from Java in the lower Sumatran archipelago. And then the fish over top of that.
Didn't the Komodo dragon come from there?
All righty.
I think I knew it.
Put the fish on there.
Now, let's put the fish on the other side. We just sort of nicely decorate that
Okay.
around the edge like that. I've taken all the bones out, so
All
it
right.
shouldn't be too much of a problem.
Looks great.
The
And here
recipe-
comes the recipe.
Okay.
Actually, 3 different recipes. It's mostly spices and stuff.
Okay.
Of course, isn't cooking mostly spices and stuff. And you suggested a white wine with this, right?
Oh, white wine.
Oh, doesn't that look pretty? Way to go.
Yeah.
And I bet it's... So how would you serve this? Just put that big platter down in the middle of the table and say to everybody, "Ah, salud."
Yeah,
Have at it.
You're right. And then a little bit of rice. And then here, there's some extra sauce if you want some sauce
From my...
for the rice that you made.
All righty.
Very proud of that, aren't you?
So there we go.
Okay.
And this is a fun dish. It's
Hot
hot.
too. Yes. Now you put a little bit of that on there.
Yep. And this is it.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
got to go.
Yep.
So, ah, salud.
Salute.
And salud.
Javanese shrimp with Romanov.
Whitefish on top.
White
beef
fish.
stroganoff.
Stroganoff. Romanov.
This Russian general.
I got the wrong family. The Romanovs and the Stroganoffs.
Have some wine. You'll feel
Cheers.
better in the morning.
Have a
Catch
nice
you next
time.
time on Two Grumpy Guys.
We'll be back.
Food Fair's Two Grumpy Guys in the Kitchen has been brought to you by Food Fair. Expect the best from Food Fair. The Grumpy Guys Kitchen, provided by Kitchens Plus. Complete planning and installation of kitchens and bathrooms. Special thanks to the Bay Downtown for all appliances, utensils, place settings, and set decoration. Promotional consideration thanks to KY58, Good Time Oldies, Nighttime Sports. Winnipeg Blueprinting Service Limited. From small to large format, color, or black and white reproduction. This has been a Grumpy Guys production.